Hey, welcome to Davita's Stampin' Spot. Well, tonight it won't let me go live on YouTube or on Facebook. So I'm making a recording and I hope that I'll be able to upload it as soon as I'm done. So you guys will be able to see my projects tonight. Uh, Sorry, I am late with this. Kent and I had a date day. We had not been out in so long, neither of us could remember the last time we spent a day just goofing off together. So we went to some movies, went out to eat, had a great time. But I didn't want to miss my Monday night, so I'm doing a recording. Thought I would be live, but as I said, it's just not happening tonight. So frustrating. All right. So enough technical issues here. All right, looks like that maybe is going to work. Okay, so one of the free items with Celebration is this really fun Trusty Tools Designer Series paper. You get a package of 12 sheets. There are 6 different designs. Of course, it's double-sided. I'll lay these out here for you. And, I thought I would be showing this in January, but I had so many other things that I showed that I realized we are 10 days from the end of Celebration, and I haven't showed you this awesome paper. It goes with the trusty tools that are in the mini catalog. So, which is a great option for men, for birthdays, for thinking of you, well, for just about anything, or any females in your life that love to use tools. I know we have a couple ladies at the high school that do an amazing job working with tools. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 designs tonight because I made 2 different cards with the trusty tools. But before I do the cards, I want to do the Thoughtful Moments embossing folder because I'm going to use the words on my cards. So I'll do a reminder on how to do this. So this is the folder. It's called Thoughtful Moments. When you put your ink on, you want to look for the Stampin' Up! Logo. So we're going to add ink on that side. I am using my old brayer because I don't have a new one yet. So your brayer, if you've bought the new one, is a nice red color. It's got great little stand for you to hold your brayer when you're not using it. Now remember, you don't want to just roll back and forth. You want to pick up and keep going across the ink pad. If you just roll back and forth, you're only going to get ink on half of your roller. It doesn't matter if you get ink in extra spots, it'll still be okay. You want to be able to see the words with the ink. If you can't see the words, then you probably need a little more ink. I absolutely love these words. They've got thinking of you, thank you, oh happy day, with sympathy, a lot of great options, a celebrate, and just a hello. All right, so I think I've got enough ink here. And close this up. You need a 6x6 piece of cardstock. I'm going to grab, I forgot to cut one. Let's see how close I can get here. There we go, that'll work, I think. Nope, it's just a tad too small. Apologize for that. I thought I had all the papers ready to go, but I forgot about the paper for this. So I use a 6x6 square so that it gets all the words and all the images. I'll cut a 6-inch square of the crushed curry because that's the color that is in this set. Now, got my die cut machine here. You're going to use your base, which is number 1. Then you're going to put your folder in. You'll notice that the crease or the fold is going to go in first. Oh, I almost forgot my dies. The neat thing with the way they've designed this is that you can cut it and emboss it all at the same time. I'm going to open it back up. And actually, I'm going to pull it back out here. So what you can do is lay your paper over here and then hook. Oh, goodness gracious. I can tell my mind, I did not go over this. Okay, you're going to put your dies in first. The neat thing is that the embossing holds it in place for you. Then you're going to put your paper there. So it's the plastic, then your ink, then your dies, and then your paper. And then we're going to run it through. The other plate that you use is the number 4, which is your embossing plate for when you do your hybrid embossing. So number 4, number 1, and then your folder in the middle. So now the cool thing is that you emboss and cut all at the same time. So we can just poke those pieces out, and now we have all those pieces ready to go. I love this. What I have done is I have grabbed paper and ink for some common colors that I use, and I have cut them all out so that I just have a bag. Let's see if I can find it here. Nope. I have a little bag full of all those sayings. So if I need one real quick, it's cut and ready to go. All right, so we've got all these words here. I'll lay them up here. All right, so my first card is a gatefold. Gatefold means it's going to meet in the middle. Ink on my glass now. All right, so we're going to fold it in here and use my bone folder. And then do the other side. All right. Now, I use the Nested Essentials die here for this shape. It's all these different colors here. And the color in this one is, I believe it's real red. I cut it out several days ago because I knew I wanted to share this with you. Oh, nope, I was wondering, it didn't look quite right. It's Poppy Parade. So I want this card to be a, I think I'm going to go with thank you this time. So I've got my thank you here. And we'll just glue it down. You know what? I'm going with hello. We were talking, I had meetings down in Wichita this weekend, and we were talking about how hello is such a great greeting because you can do hello for just about any occasion. Because you go to a birthday party, you say hello, thinking of you, or thank you. So hello would work really well. I'm going to put it on there. My fingers. We had popcorn at the movies, and I can tell my fingers are saying too much salt, but it was fun. All right, so now I'm going to use the Designer Series paper. I've got several pieces pre-cut here so that I can pick from the different sizes. I had them all laying here, and now I can't find them. Well, here we go. They flipped over, so they look like the squares instead of this side. Okay, so for this front side, this is 2 1/8. So I cut this paper at 1 7/8 so that it has a nice border around there. Thought I did, but it looks a little wide, so I'm going to come back and check it. Yep, just a tad bit too wide. So 1 7/8, and that's going to give me 1/4 of an inch around it. And then we'll go at 5 1/4. I think we'll go there. All right. So that's going to be my front. I think the paper is so fun and a little on the busy side because it's got so much going on that I'm not doing a whole lot to the front because I want your eye to see the hello when you look at my card and the designer series paper. So we'll put that on here. This is Lost Lagoon paper. So there's Lost Lagoon, Poppy Parade, Crushed Curry. I think it's basic gray. Black, Copper Clay, Crushed Curry, Gray Granite, Lost Lagoon, and Poppy Parade. All right, I'm going to use this, and I just want half of it. So remember when we do that, you always want to be extra careful that you only do the top. So I'm going to take my tear tape. I was telling a gal on Saturday, she's a newer demonstrator, that tear tape is a great thing to use when you have a piece of paper that's going to get a lot of motion or a lot of activity or pulling on it. And so I think this will, since it's going to be the piece that opens and closes the card. So, you guys have stumped me. I planned a special event this Saturday as a free event that you could come to my house and make some cards using celebration merchandise, games, and ordering specials. I have not hit my goal for sales during celebration yet. So I was hoping people would come and order. And would you believe I have 2 team members that said they would like to come and maybe 1 customer. Now, I thought when I offered a free event, people would jump at the chance to come to my class or the event, but they haven't. So you have until tomorrow to tell me that you want to come to the free event. And if you don't, that's okay. I am going to offer some other incentives because, like I said, I haven't met my sales quota yet that I wanted to hit during celebration. And I've got some free celebration stuff to give away. When I place orders, if I have extra, I buy it and then I can share it with you. And I think I counted up 6 products. So place a $50 order and you'll get to pick one of those $50 items as a free gift. So you'll get a $50 item from Stampin' Up and a free with a 50 from me as well. So you'll get double your celebration rewards. And then I even have one that's free with a $100 order. It's the Thoughtful, what's it called? I'm trying to find it here. Oh, Softly Stippled, Softly Sophisticated. So I've got this stamp set and the embossing folder that goes with it. Free with, if you are the first person to do a $100 order, because I only have 1 of those, but I have 5 that are free with a $50 order. So if you're thinking about placing 1 more order, don't wait. I will be posting a picture tomorrow of the $50 item or free with a $50 order that I have available. And I know I have a package of this Trusty Tool paper. All right, so hello. And I think I'm going to put Thinking of You inside this one. I love it because this embosses the words so they pop up, but then the ink goes around the outside so you can see it really well. So there's my first card. The second one is their traditional score. So it's scored at, it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I've got a piece of paper that is 5 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to put a mat around it. And I really like the gray around these. I think they look really nice. So we'll go 5 that way and 5 1/4 by 4. I have some beautiful cards ready for my free event on Saturday. We're going to play some bingo, a new kind of bingo, an alternate or different way to do it. And like I said, I've got 3 make and takes. Maybe I'll show you them here. We'll see. Sometimes it's fun to be surprised. Maybe I'll give you a warning and say, if you want to be surprised, don't look. All right, and I'm going to use the Pebble Path ribbon. Use my glue dots. I think a lot of you saw the reel that I posted. That is for the Technique and Funfold class in March. It's going to be I believe it's the 6th, 7th, and 8th, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 o'clock each day. And I will do a 7 o'clock class on Thursday and Friday if there are people that are interested. Typically, I find most of my customers like to come to the 4 o'clock class. But if you're someone that works or you're scheduled, you need to come to 7 o'clock, let me know. All right, so we've got our paper here. Look how that just makes the front look awesome. And all we did was put the designer series paper on there and then add the ribbon. I'm going to put a piece under there. All right. And this one, I think I'm going to put just because. Yeah, I'm going to pop that one up this time. One of my good friends is doing a 40-day challenge for Lent that she's sending 1 card a day. And I think a just because would be a great card to have on hand because you could just send it to anybody, kind of like the hello. So for anyone. Using dimensionals to pop this up over the ribbon. The neat thing with these card designs is it doesn't take a whole lot of the DSP as well. So you could still get 6 cards out of 1 sheet of the designer series paper. So there's just because. I'm going to take a piece of white paper for the inside. And this time, I'm going to put the paper running this way. And I thought I cut that one the right way. Boy, isn't this the way crafting usually goes? You think you've done things, and then you find out that you didn't. There we go. That looks better. All right. So I'm going to put this one so that it goes this direction. All right. So let me know if you want to come to my free event on Saturday. If you would like to earn some free celebration products, let me know. I will be posting pictures of those items. Like I said, it's first come, first serve because I only have a limited supply. Tried to be a good girl this year and not order a whole bunch of extra. Because to be honest, I hate it when I have a bunch left after celebration. As you guys know, I don't like to use retired stuff in my classes because I want you to be able to buy it. All right. Let's see, just because I think I'll put you make me happy on the inside. So just because you make me happy. I will be doing some experimentation this next week to figure out why the live won't work on either YouTube or Facebook and see if I can figure out what's going on and get that fixed. It doesn't make sense because I've done the lives with my new computer that I had to buy. I'm not really sure what's going on. All right, so there's my second card. So here's one, there's two, and I still have multiples greetings I could use. The first time I did this one, I did thinking of you, and I did add a bow on that. And I did my strip the long way on the inside. And then for the envelope, I took a piece of the designer series paper and laid it on there. And what I did, let me show you real quick. So pretend this is my designer series paper. I put adhesive on the flap of the card and then laid it down on the paper and glued it down and then just trimmed around the outside so that I had it on the flap, which I thought was really a fun idea. This is something you could do. Notice I didn't do any stamping with the tool set. I just used the designer series paper. So there you go. There's my card ideas for you. Hope you like them, and I hope you enjoy getting to see the video once it uploads. Let's hope, let's hope. Sorry I was late tonight, but Stampin' Up always says that family comes first, and part of the reason we were late is we needed to help family members for a few minutes today because they're dealing with illness, so we were able to help them out. All right, that's it for this week. I hope next week I will be live at 7 o'clock on YouTube, so watch for me there. Thanks. Don't forget, let me know if you can come to class this Saturday for my free event from 9 to noon.